Okay, and this is the second video where I will be continuing the rest of the questions. Now, to be honest, the rest of the questions they get much more easier, so I won't be explaining them or working with them in details as I did in the second video. Um, Number 6, edit the following on the fourth paragraph beginning with during its original 5 years. So I guess at this point you understand now that we have divided these this document into paragraphs. So this is the paragraph that I'm talking about here during its original 5 year. Uh, we will go back to the question. Underline the text. Underline the text, as I told you, using this tool, underline. If you can see, if I select any word or any sentence that I want and I click on it, it will be underlined. B, change the text 245 territories into italic and bold. Again, you will find this in this paragraph. Here it is. It needs to be italic and bold. Okay. Justify the paragraph. We select the paragraph and we click on the justify. If you can see that this paragraph, what does this justify button? If you can notice before, the ending of these sentences were not aligned. Okay, they don't align together. But when I select it and I click on justify, now the sentences or the ends and the beginnings of these sentences are aligned together. Change the whole text font of the paragraph into this font and size 10. Again, we select it, we pick the specific font that we want, and we change the size of it. And as I told you, please keep checking your answers to make sure that you are on the right track. We'll go back to the questions. Now we are done with number 6. Number 7, edit the following on the fifth paragraph beginning with main characters. Highlight the text main characters in Mr. Bean's show are with a yellow color. We will find it here. Main characters in Mr. Bean shows are, we select them, and as I told you in the first video in the introduction, this is the highlight. You can pick any color that you want, green or blue. You need, of course, to select it. Now it's blue, but in the task we want it to be yellow. Okay. Uh, Apply automatic numbering to the list of points from Mr. Bean to the mini. Here are the points. I will just move these down here. Okay, so as you can tell that this is listing. Okay, we have Mr. Bean characters, we have Mr. Bean, Mr. Bean's girlfriend, Teddy, and the Minnie. So I want to add automatic numbering. I want to have number 1, 2, 3, 4 for these. So I highlight them. And as I told you again in the introduction video, we have here something called numbering. We press on it. You can pick the style of the numbering. You want a number and a dot, or this style, or ABC, however you want. We will pick this regular numbering. And now we are done with question number 7. Question number 8. Edit the following on the sixth paragraph beginning with 7 years following. Change the text color of this specific sentence into blue. Of course, no need to explain this. Apply the paragraph style subtitle to the sentence. The series introduced a list of new characters up until girlfriend. So if you go back to the paragraph, let's look for it. Here it is. The series introduced a list of new characters alongside regulars in the show up until, and girlfriend. If you can notice here, we have something called styles. If we press this arrow, we have many styles that we can apply. We have something called heading 4, title, emphasis, quote. But however, in the question, you are asked to change it to become a subtitle. If you can see that the font has changed a little bit, the sizing, and the whole layout of this sentence. Okay, let's go back to our questions. We are done with number 8. Number 9, move and align. Center the image above the 6th paragraph beginning with the 7 years following. So we have this image here in the task. Sorry, here it is. Okay, this image needs to be over this paragraph. Okay, as you can see here, we have shifted it and we have moved it over it and in the center of the page. So this is point A, move and align center the image above the 6th paragraph beginning with the 7 years following. Annotate the main characters and objects as shown below. So we have these annotations that we need to add: the Teddy, the Minnie, and Mr. Bean. Hello everyone. Okay, of course you can do this by inserting what? By inserting shapes. As you can tell, we have many shapes. Let's pick the one that we have chosen in the example, which is the bubble. Okay, you have many shapes here, as you can tell. Okay, and the arrows as well. Okay, now let's go back here. Annotate and use black color for the text and the shapes. Check the spelling and grammar mistakes. As you can tell that here in this paragraph, we have a couple of words that are underlined with red. It means that we have a spelling mistake. If we right click on the word, they will give us the right spelling of it. We can click on it and it will change and the red underline will disappear. So you need to check that for the whole document. As you can tell, English is spelled um, in a different way. This one as well. Various is spelled wrong. So you need to fix all of that. Going back to the questions. Add your name and section as a footer. I will explain the footer because I noticed that some of you last class had a problem with it. So for adding a footer to your document, all what you need to do is to press anywhere at the bottom of your document. Let's say I'm here, I will double click. See how this um, rectangle appeared where I can type whatever I want. I can write my name and section, let's say, and I want it to be in the middle. And to go out from the footer or to just close the footer, you double click anywhere over this dotted line. I will double click here, and now as you can tell, I have added a footer with my name all over the document. I will go back here, add your name to the left, actually, not to the center. Please make sure that you make it correctly. Add page numbers to the right. So if I want to add a footer as numbers, I will also double click here to open the footer, and I will go to page numbering. I want it on the bottom of the page, and I want it on the right side. As you can tell, the name may disappear. That's completely fine. You will just rewrite it again and take it to the right side. Okay, go back to the questions, save your document, refer to the document task answer just to double check that everything is correct, and you must send it to me on Edunation at the end of the class. So I hope these tutorials were helpful for you, and enjoy.